Colorado has made a lot of gains in narrowing the gender wage gap in ways that other parts of the country have not been able to. But those gains are not reaching everyone in the state. I had a chance to talk to experts about what it's going to take to close that gap completely. In the last few years, a major change in law is now playing out in a way that experts were hoping for. These laws demand equal pay for equal work and transparency, which is why you see a salary range posted for open jobs.
We have a stronger toolkit for advocating, and then employers have more, accountability to ensure that they are adequately compensating women at parity.
That was Simone Ross, the CEO of the Colorado Women's Chamber of Commerce. While the State Department of Labor shows women's earnings rose to 77.2% of men's across all occupations in 2023, Ross said more recent data shows it's actually higher, going up to 85 cents for every dollar paid to similarly qualified men, in part thanks to those new laws. And that is better than the national average.
And I think the key thing to note is that men are not being paid less, and that data is being tracked, because for some weird reason, people think that if you close the wage gap, you're taking dollars out of men's pockets. Yeah, that's not a thing.
While I was talking with Ross, she said that she's still worried because not everyone is benefiting from the improvements yet.
I'm concerned about the opportunity gap that we're seeing nationwide.
For one, Ross said there's still a lot of disparity for minority women and bigger wage gaps in certain industries. Then there are the moms who had to leave work during the pandemic. Colorado saw a disproportionate number of women leave the workforce because their jobs were shut down for COVID, or they had to stay home because of childcare challenges. And while they are returning to the workforce,
the mommy tax is very real.
They are still feeling the impact on their pay.
To fully close the wage gap, I think the remaining challenges are much more difficult and much more systemic. They would require us to make many structural changes.
Professor Christina Huber at MSU Denver said now the work gets even more complicated when it comes to the changes we need to see.
Change the way we value childcare, change school years and school hours to more closely match work years and work hours.
And what will take time is closing the gaps at the highest level.
If 1 in 16 women of color are occupying C-suite positions, it's going to take about 150 years for our C-suite to be at parity with our society.
Now, Professor Huber said that paid family leave in Colorado has also helped a lot to close the gender wage gap. Experts said Colorado is faring better than national numbers, but to remember, there's always an element of personal choice too, right? People balancing their personal and professional lives. One of the areas they really want to help women with is negotiating, which is something the Women's Chamber does help teach. They've got those tools available for anyone who is interested.